begin.
Corruption. Many of you have probably heard of corruption or something corrupt, and it usually isn't a good thing, and it involves the misuse of public power for private gain. And that's kind of what the NCAA does to their Division I athletes. The NCAA is the National Collegiate Athletic Association, and I've been following the NCAA for quite some time. And every so often I come across the NCAA being corrupt to their athletes and mistreating them and getting in the way of their future success. I always see it on SportsCenter, and I read about it on an app that I have called Bleacher Report. So I kind of see a lot of what goes on in the NCAA world. And the Division I college athletes bring in a lot of revenue for the NCAA, and they don't receive any of it. I believe the athletes should receive a portion of the revenue, because many of these college athletes don't have time to get a job, or they come from low-income families who can't support them while they're at school. And it becomes hard on them to support themselves and their families back home. So, and they might even have children of their own that they have to support. And they struggle because they're putting all their time into sports and school, so there's no time to make money. And the NCAA makes millions of dollars through the athletes with the televised games they play. And in March they put on a big tournament, and that brings in millions of dollars. And they also do meet and greets, and they sign jerseys and like have pictures of the players on shirts, and they sell and make a lot of money, and the players don't get any of the money. So I think to fix this problem, the NCAA could pay their players or give the coaches some money to give to the players, because in high school, when the basketball team would go somewhere, we'd all get like $7, and it was enough to get us like some food. And they don't have to pay them like a million. They could give them like 100 or 150, just enough to like support themselves and their families. And the NCAA makes so much money, they have enough to pay off like all their staff on the sports teams, everything in the school. They pay off all their bills and whatever expenses they have. And even after they pay off everything, they still have like a good amount of money that just kind of sits there, and it could be used towards the athletes. So if they could find a way to pay the players, that would benefit so many hardworking athletes and their families. Because many of the athletes hope to go pro after college, but not a lot of them make it because their bodies don't hold up, or something goes wrong in their family and they have to go back home instead of keep on going. And they don't get any like money through that. And some of the ways that it could benefit them is it could put money in their pocket, and they'll be able to support themselves and their families. And it also stops bribery and illegal deals that colleges and programs do to get like elite athletes. They'll offer like a guy $50,000 and a car and a house for their family, like near campus. just so they could get them to sign with the team, because they know that this person will bring in a lot of money. And that person might not even want to be at that school, but they know that they have to take that opportunity because it's going to help them. And I think if they paid them, it would kind of stop those illegal deals. And another positive is that they'll feel rewarded for the hard work that they put in. It's kind of like a job. Like if you were to go work 8 hours and not get paid, like you would question, why am I doing this? And you'd probably give up. And that's why the NCAA needs to find a legal and fair way to pay their Division I athletes. Thank you guys.
Good job.